Hello and welcome to another edition of Trotsky or Bust. It's the 18th of March. It's the coronavirus, the day after the primaries, and it's over. We knew it 2 weeks ago it was over. Biden's going to be the nominee. I just want to talk a little bit about the House bill that came out a few days ago, where Democrats are going to force companies to pay their employees, but only companies who employ fewer than 500. Companies that employ more than 500, I guess, are exempt. I wonder why. I wonder which of those companies are more likely to be campaign contributors. Wonder why. The reason I bring it up is it's so funny because I've been watching a few channels online that saying how the Republicans are the ones trying to do bigger benefits, which they're not. I mean, I truly believe this whole coronavirus scare, whether it's real or whether it's blown up, it's going to be used to bail out a lot of the industries like airlines industries, and it's sad because these airline industries, they were awash in money, and what did they do with the money? Did they prepare themselves for shutdowns? Did they, build better planes, safer planes? No, they did use it as stock buybacks. Stock buybacks essentially gets the price of the stock higher. That's all they did with the money. And now Mark Cuban said, oh, they shouldn't be allowed to do that. Yeah, they'll do that. This money they'll get here, they're not going to put back into the economy. They're just going to use it to stock buybacks, golden parachutes for the execs. That's all it's going to be for. And it's funny because I've heard the same people saying that, I've heard this for a while, Bernie's forcing the Democrats to the left. Really? Really? Have you seen that in legislation? Because I haven't. All right. I've heard a lot of BS talk. Like a year ago, we heard, oh, we don't need Bernie because Democrats have all moved left anyway, right? Right? And what's the first thing Biden does when he secures the nomination like he did last week? Is he said, hey, I'll veto Medicare for all. Screw you all. That's all he said. And so there is no future with the Democratic Party, and anyone who tells you otherwise is either extremely stupid or is just lying to you, trying to sheepdog you to the Democratic Party. They're not changing. They're not changing. I mean, if you think we're changing the Democratic Party, we're trying to push a boulder up Mount Everest, and we've pushed to 2 feet. We're like, yes, we're making progress. Yeah, good luck there. Good luck. Nothing's going to change. You're not going to get a progressive to win. The system is designed so a progressive won't win. It's right now there's a lot of voter suppression, and it's not the type of voter suppression you keep hearing about in the news. Those here, voter suppression is minorities, and not that there isn't voter suppression there too, but that's not the main one. The main one both parties collude with is younger people. It's why don't you always hear, oh, younger people don't vote? Every time someone in the media says that. Now, of course, they never say why they don't vote. They just say they don't vote. Is it enthusiasm? Actually, it's not. Young people are generally more enthusiastic than older people. So why don't they vote? Well, they don't vote because they don't register. And they don't register, or they're not registered because they are more likely to move. Young people are like 12 times as likely to move addresses as are older people. And every time you move address, you're no longer registered in many states. And that's the problem. There were places where you had same-day registration. California, right here. Gee, I wonder who won there. Colorado, Utah. Who won those states? Isn't that interesting? Where you have same-day registration, that somebody named Bernie Sanders won those states, didn't he? But he didn't say anything. He's not talking about it. I mean, I guess they're trying to get more states to do same-day registration. I don't think they will. I think that the present system is the perfect system for them, because in the primary you can have the moderate Democrat, I shouldn't use the word corrupt, moderate Democrats, that's the nice way of saying it. They win the primaries, and then when they lose in the fall, hey, blame the Russians. It's the Russians who are to blame for that. it's never going to change. Personally, I think Bernie, the only reason he was in the race is just to get his people to. They probably went out to vote in the primary, saw that they're not registered or they need to change addresses. They probably did that, meaning they couldn't vote in the primary, but no, they'll be registered for the fall, so they'll be there to vote for Uncle Joe Biden, Uncle Joe, who gave us NAFTA and the crime bill and bankruptcy bill and the war in Iraq. Yeah, there's a great Democrat there. And unfortunately, that is the Democratic Party. It is Uncle Joe. It's, donors. It's part of the donors. Anyhow, that's all I wanted to say today. Stay safe. I don't know if you're home or not. It doesn't matter. Maybe it's a good thing the coronavirus will kill me and I don't have to worry about this crap anymore. Unfortunately, it usually kills the elderly. And not that I'm not close. I'm getting there, but I'm still, I think, in a safe zone. So who knows? All right, that's it. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Please subscribe. And Trotsky's out.